think a coronation is good for your party?
Secretary Clinton is carefully constructing her campaign. I am impressed by the people involved in it from top to bottom. She's going to avoid some mistakes of the past, and she's brought together the best and brightest in our. I think we'll be unified if she announces her candidacy, and does soon, behind that candidacy. But we have an uphill battle. Secretary Baker's right. We can never take an election for granted.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, by the way, is that what Hillary's doing? Because I haven't seen much of her. I don't think any of us have seen much of her. Reince Priebus, the chairman of the great RNC, joins us. Hello, sir.
Hi, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for having me on the show.
Now the main question is, did your team win in the Super Bowl or not?
You know what? My Super Bowl happened with the Packers and the Seahawks. You know, I'm still dying over the Packers.
Well, you got to take a little solace then in the fact that Seattle suffered a similar fate to New England, I think, because I was rooting for Green Bay too.
In a weird sort of, in a sort of mean way, I guess you could say that that's the case. Although between the Patriots and the Seahawks, I didn't have a whole lot of room to
root,
find my hat, the people I wanted to win. So
I hear you.
It wasn't easy. But it was a great game.
My
it was
God.
a lot of fun.
Oh, my God, it really was. I wish we had a lot of time to talk about it. But let's talk about Hillary. Where is she?
I don't think anyone knows. But here's the thing with her. Politically, it's smart for her to be MIA, because every time she shows up and starts getting involved in politics, something always goes bad, whether it be her saying, we're dead broke, or going on a book tour that was a flop, or, arguing with Senator Johnson over Benghazi. Every time she shows up, something bad happens. So, and I'm not just being tongue-in-cheek. I think it's something that people on both sides of the aisle can agree that she's not really good at politics. And so she's got a lot of titles, and I'm sure it looks really good on a piece of paper, but when it comes to the day-to-day operation of politics, she's not very good at it. So her being MIA is probably a good thing for her.
Yeah, well, at least she can't make any more mistakes, like you said. I want to shift gears here for a second and talk about the Obama budget, which, of course, he had a big press event today. And, there's no way he's getting anything for what he's going to ask for. But why does he maintain into his 7th year these failed policies?
It's sort of like him trying to write a legacy book for what he's done for himself, sort of like an autobiography of his years in government, regardless of what the truth is or not. And when apparently, I don't know how deep you've gotten into this, but he had given a pitch to House Democrats, and he said it's a declaration to an end to mindless austerity. It sounds like the same campaign speech that Tsipras, the new prime minister of Greece, was giving to his people there in Greece about, sticking it in the eye of the Germans and the EU, and it's time to end the austerity when you look at your own economy and it's in the ditch and people in the middle are the ones getting crunched, and then you get on the floor of the Congress and say, well, the people in the middle are all benefiting from my great policies, when none of that is remotely true.
Yeah.
So, I think he's probably trying to take advantage of people that might not be paying attention as much, but I'm not sure what his game plan is. But it wasn't working in 2014. I don't think it's going to work in 2016. And the more he keeps going like this, Steve, the more politically it's going to help our party. It's not good for our country, and I wish he wouldn't. I wish he'd get us back on track, but it's going to be 18 months, and we're going to have another opportunity to change the course of our country. You mentioned 2016. You mentioned changing the course in 18 months. So the Romney-less Republican field, what does that do to it? Well, I think it probably simplifies it a little bit more. Obviously, it gets pretty complicated when you get all these different candidates involved. I'm not against a lot of people being involved, but I am against the process that can turn into a circus, which is what I'm trying to prevent. So I'm trying to, in a reasonable way, allowing for debate, allowing for people to get involved, but also not allowing for 23 debates and a 6-month out-of-control primary process from taking place. So I'm trying to find that happy medium, Steve, and in a limited amount of debates, enough but not too many, and a shortened primary process that gets us to the general election faster.
What's a good number of candidates in your view? 2, 3, 4, 5, 10?
Oh, I mean, in my view, I don't know. I mean, just enough that you can contain the process into a reasonable, intelligent process.
Gotcha.
So that people feel like they can engage and pick the right nominee. And it's up to the delegates. It's not up to me.
I hear you.
It's not up to anybody at the RNC.
Chairman, have a good one. We'll speak to you soon, sir.
Thank you.
Reince Priebus, folks. We're coming back. Don't go away.